What's up, people? Hopefully you're watching us. If you don't know, keep tuned. This is the one and only place, Factory78.com. What?
Welcome to the Factory, Factory78 with DJ Larry. You know the deal.
1, 2. You are now rocking with DJ Larry and Ty. This is the Factory78 special. We're just vibing. We got DJ Gemma over there. All good. Alright. Now we got chemical groups that wanna see me die. Corrupt cops that wanna see me fry. Corrupt youth, I tell them all aim high. Now why would you wanna be on standby when the truth in life can make a grown man cry? It'll pass by, but don't ask why. Cry like the birth of a stillborn child. Cry like a woman trying to process grief, trying to help that cease. Bring a little peace to the war. Nowadays I'm not quite sure who's blindfolded and who's not really ready. Don't worry, everything I drop is very heavy. Move like rock steady, every single minute in it. Don't worry, but the process is infinite. Cough in it, off limits if you got to be rude. My software is not compatible with fools now. Welcome to the factory. Welcome to the factory. Welcome to the factory. Everything we do is satisfactory. Welcome to the factory. Welcome to the factory. Next verse dedicated to Gems. Here we go. Mama said, son, you got to work twice as hard. Love you to death, but baby, life is hard. You might get scarred, barbecued, charred, fricasseed. People quick to say what they wanna. I just pray that you follow what I taught you to honor. Fam, understand God has a plan, and you better get ready for the heavy door knock. Cause they take what they want when they wanna. Be who you are. Nowadays I see who you are and I see who I'm not. Cool when we're cool, but we're fools when we're hot. People get busy when I collect props, then get busy and lose the plot. Depend on plot, busy just to be on top. I'm trying to stay busy and connect the dots. Respect the spot, collect the props, and wreck the spot. Oh, welcome to the factory. Welcome to the factory. Welcome to the factory. Everything we do is satisfactory. You are now rocking with Factory78. DJ Larry holding it down. Special freestyle from Ty. Kick, snare, and an idea. TyMusic.co.uk. And we're out. We're out. Out.
Let's start. Let's start.
Hi, it's your girl Gemma. You're watching Factory78, and today I am joined by Ty, vocalist, producer, rapper. So we're really going to get down and find out a bit about his musical influence and why he's here in the studio at Factory78.
They say the sun don't shine forever, but I'm categorized as soft when my actors say I'm tougher than leather. Al Green.
Thank you for
Hi, Ty.
Thank you for having me.
No, thank you for joining us on this lovely summer's day.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day.
It is.
Definitely.
So I mentioned there that you are a rapper, and you are an extremely conscious one at that. So those of viewers who are watching, like myself, know you for that, and it's something I'd like to start with.
Okay.
Because I want to know, the wisdom, the experience, the knowledge that must have come from your upbringing or something. What was it like as a child growing up for you?
I think firstly, my view of conscious, and everybody's view of conscious is probably different. I'm not conscious in regards to this is what it is. The black man must do this. I'm not. That's not really.
You're not a preacher.
No. What I'm trying to do is actually speak from a perspective of this is what I see, and this is what I can possibly talk about. I can have fun. I can talk about my relationships with women. I can talk about life, how I see society, all those sort of things. And it really comes from, for me, one of the things that really triggered everything was when my parents came here, I was fostered.
Okay.
So when I was fostered, I was living out in the sticks somewhere with a white family. And then when I came back, I just had this kind of view of watching the world, but I felt like I was outside it.
Okay.
I felt like I was outside the black community. I felt like I was outside the social group. I felt like I was outside my house. So I became a watcher.
Yes.
So my kind of take on viewing things has really come from always watching, always seeing what's going on, always seeing how people follow fashions and deciding whether I want to do it or not.
Yes.
So I think that gave me the insight, and also being Nigerian and the discipline, and having loving parents and just having focused, determined, driven parents really helped bring me to a point where I understood that, I need to express myself. I need to represent. When I walk the streets, I don't walk the streets as a solo person. I walk the streets as a legacy of 100 people.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And I'm really trying to be. I don't want to be ashamed of anything I say or do on record.
Yeah, because you'll have your own family and that sort of thing as well.
Oh, they will press me.
Yeah.
Oh, they will be like, excuse me. They'll be like that.
Absolutely.
Trust
but
me.
That insight, it's so fresh and it really comes through in your music. And I was listening to Emotions,
Right.
So that must be, the purpose, the influence that's channeled that as well, because you discuss gun crime and, your parents in that as well. So tell me what it was like writing that. And when you write, what emotions do you feel? Because people experience different things. Is it hope? Is it anger, frustration?
For every 5 steps forward, I take 10 steps back. I love the music, but can't see.
Okay, so for me, firstly, I must point out that I come from a rough neighbourhood. I grew up in a very rough neighbourhood, and the only thing that kept me from going down a certain path was my parents and the way that they. Because outside the house was the UK, inside the house was mini Lagos, and
It's true.
And they really instilled in me a kind of sensibility of like, okay, there's certain things that are going on, but there's a wrong and there's a right. Make a decision. And I think that when I'm writing, I'm really coming from a perspective of I'm talking about the experiences, my experiences, but also the experiences that I'm seeing with the people that I'm growing up with. Because a lot of times the media paints some of the ghetto youth as a certain thing, but really these same people that people are talking about are the same boys I play table tennis with, I play football with, we might go boxing with, we might do certain things. So I'm really trying to paint a picture that we're normal.
Absolutely.
Everybody's normal. Aside from the stereotype that people put us boxers into, we're normal. So we all cry, we all eat, we all been to McDonald's. We all get a little bit. We all go to the gym or go training or do something or worry about our appearance or our health or fitness.
Yeah.
These are all common concerns. You don't have to be conscious or ghetto or flashy or rich to have these concerns.
Exactly, there's no box for
There
that.
really isn't. There
We're
really
just
isn't.
people.
So musically, I'm really just trying to be that person. I'm trying to talk about anything that I feel like talking about and just reference it in an articulate, intelligent way that people can kind of reference and say, oh wow, okay.
Yeah, relate to it.
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of our viewers can relate to what you've said, particularly about parentage and heritage and that sort of thing. But it's definitely safe to say that music's played a huge role in your life.
A huge role.
Absolutely. So I want to know a little bit more about music to you then.
Okay.
What's your favourite era of music?
My favourite era of music, hands down, has got to be the 70s.
Yes.
I think the things that were going on in the 70s, the shows, the music that was made, the way people dance, the dressing, people was funky with it. There's still records that we go back to and we're like, wow, we haven't made better records than this. So I love the 70s, I love the 80s,
Yes.
I love when hip hop came about.
I love your hip hop.
Oh my goodness, the break dancing, breakdance, Wild Style, Beat Street, all of that, I love it.
So are there any rappers or artists in our era now that you kind of look to or are inspired by at all?
No.
Or admire?
No.
So you're really trying to set the precedent. You're trying to be that, so when people are looking for an insight.
Shall I explain my note?
Yes,
Okay.
please.
So the way that I work musically is I'm very aware of outside influences, right? So a lot of people don't understand that the dynamic of listening to music now is controlled by a radio playlist, and DJs are not even really allowed to play the music they really want to play. So I don't let that influence me. So I'm really not, interested in only listening to a subscribed selection of music. So I listen to anything I want to listen to, and the reason why I said no is because I'm actually, when I'm making music, I stop. I can't listen to Lil Wayne or anybody. I can't have that. when I'm creating, because then I'll copy it. And I think a lot of upcoming artists, when I listen to their music, I can see who they're copying. I can see who they're influenced by. You know, I'd like to take this moment to say that I really think it's very necessary for African artists to stop wearing sunglasses. Like, we need to stop that.
Yeah.
We really need to stop it. We need to stop that. We need to stop it. Something nice. It's really whack.
But you know, we spoke about the industry and how it's changed since you've been doing what you do. Well, how long has it been, first of all?
Oh, we going there?
Yes. Don't worry, I won't show your age if I can avoid it.
I think it will.
How long have you been doing what you love to do?
I've been a recording artist. I've been a person standing on stage.
Okay, I like the direction here.
In
Decoy.
different you see this girl, cheeky. For I think 21 years.
Okay.
So 21 years of me being young and stepping on stage. So I was stepping on stage from as early as 14. You know, like as young as that, and it's been incredible. Like, when I started rapping, it was impossible for an African MC to be respected. It didn't exist.
Wow.
So even the African artists that were before me were not telling people they were African. So you had, in the hip hop world, you had Hijack, you had London Posse, one and a half is Zimbabwean. One of the main rapper in Hijack, the UK hip hop group, is Nigerian. And different Overlord X is Ghanaian. But that was never mentioned.
That's right. Did you know that?
Yeah, nobody knew that.
I mean.
So when I came out and I started doing what I was doing, I never came out on just an African tip. It was more like I came out and did my thing, and then I said I was African, and I was the first person to be cool and be African in the hip hop, in the UK hip hop circles. Before Afrobeat popped off, before people were even thinking about rapping on videos, we was one of the first to do that. And I'm not saying that because I'm trying to gain any respect from people. I'm just letting people know that these things happen.
Yeah, and the industry's changed. You know, that's what really you're trying to shed light on.
Yeah, time doesn't stand still.
Absolutely.
Time is always perpetual motion. So things happened before you have now. Certain things have happened to create those things. So it's really important. People know that.
Yeah, definitely. So the industry, it's changed, but within a personal capacity.
Yes.
What has happened, you know, in your career? Like, what's been the game changer or the turning point for you?
I think the game changer for me was in 1993. I went to Nigeria, and I came back, and I told my mum at the airport, I was like, "Look, Mum, I'm really doing this rapping thing. Like I've been hiding, I've been playing around. This is what I want to do."
Toying with the idea.
No, well, it's not toying. I was doing it. I was traveling. I was touring. I was doing certain things, but it was secret. And you know, Nigerian parents, you know, they put the pressure on you. they put the smack down when they're ready. And I just basically, I think 1993, my mum said, "Son, go, do what you're doing." I see that, you know, she came to a show, she saw a club full of people cheering her son, and she's like, "Oh, this is serious."
Yeah. You've got a new EP, a kick snare and an idea.
Love it.
And so, you know, that obviously, elements of producing is in that title. Talk to me about your new EP for those who want to find out more.
Right. So the new EP is called A Kick, Snare and an Idea. It's available now on truethoughts.co.uk or iTunes or recordbreaking.com for the vinyl. Now, the important thing about this record is, the reason why I took Kick, Snare and an Idea is because loads of people that make music, that produce music, know that you sit at home with your drum machine and you do stuff, and the principle of the stuff is, first of all, you have to have your drums. Not first, but you have to have your idea, your sample, your notes, your keys, whatever you're doing, and somehow magic appears. You create, you create this music. And what I wanted to do was paraphrase it, like basically give it a title, because loads of people of different genres make music, sit in front of a laptop, make music, and I wanted to herald that process and call it something. You know, slop bong bomba. Call it something. You know, like ha 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 ha. It's something. And a kick, snare and an idea is just, it's like a emblem, like an icon, man. Anyone that knows or loves music should understand what a kick, boom, snare, means. And an idea is it's the loose transformation of a dream into a reality.
Okay. Love it, love it. So it's a story.
It's a story.
Love it. Thank you so much for joining us.
It's a pleasure. Absolute pleasure.
It's your girl Gemma Fear. You are watching Factory78, and today I have been joined by Ty, the lyrically gifted, musically talented, with an incredible insight as well. So keep it tuned, guys. Keep watching Factory78.
Now is a circus of clowns. Probably rap circles of